This video presentation of Ikanos Communications. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker IKAN. IKAN's been in a downtrend. So look at about a 4-month chart, sort of forming an inverted head and shoulders pattern with a support level right around $1.20. Here recently, the stock did dip as low as $1.15, but there's a more definitive support here to $1.20. And I think it's a chart worth paying attention to because you can see how tight the Bollinger Bands are getting as the chart's kind of forming a little bit of a rounded bottom pattern here. Stock price sitting right on the 20 and 50-day moving averages. Those are all signs of a potential move to come. So we want to watch this chart going forward and identify a few different resistance points that it may face should the upward pressure come. And there's a nice look here to the MACD moving back towards zero. See the histogram bar is now above zero, telling me that a bullish cross happened right through here. Of course, I'll want to see the MACD back above zero. Technical traders call that breaking the money line. It's a bullish indication of trend if that happens. And there's certainly plenty of room for the MACD to come through and make some higher highs and develop a nice upward channel like that. So there's some things to pay attention to going forward. The slow stow also trending upward at that key point where it's pushing through 50. That's a sign of bullish momentum coming into the play. And you can see through here when the MACD dropped a bullish cross, slow stow pushed through 50, right through that general area. There's a nice upward movement in the stock price that followed. Going along that same theme, money flow index trending upward, holding over top of 50, telling me that people are paying higher prices for the stock now relative to 14-day averages. And the relative strength index, slight upward trend. The RSI 14 registering about a 52. That's a pretty neutral reading, but the upward trend and now popping through 50 again says that bullish momentum is building in the play. Those are all optimistic signs considering the fact the stock's basically been trending sideways now for a month, stuck between that $1.15 low and a resistance point right around $1.25. So it's good to see the bullishness trying to build. As I mentioned, there is a bottom support here at $1.15, but I'll have my eyes a little bit more closely on this $1.20 mark because that's the point I'm going to want to see hold should the stock take on some negative pressure and slip back downward. Closing at $1.23, it wouldn't be the end of the world if it came down to the $1.15 support, but I'm looking for this to try and continue this little short-term upward trend and break out of the north side of the Bollinger Bands to really show some upward pressure coming into the stock. Now I want to note there's some resistance right there at $1.25. And then beyond that, I think it's going to run into some more up around $1.37, $1.38, with the heavier resistance up at these old highs at $1.45. But I'd suspect it's going to start getting pretty stiff right there around $1.37, right up to $1.40, as the candles have had a difficult time moving above that level over the last 3-4 months. But that's still a nice little upside from current levels. I'd like to see a little bit more volume. 225,000 shares is not terrible liquidity, and it's right about average for it. But for any sort of potential breakout, I'd like to see a volume bar increase, show investors are seeing it as buying opportunity. Right now, nice looking chart. First and foremost, pay attention to that $1.20 support to hold and see if it can break through this first resistance at $1.25. And if that happens, I think the odds are really increased. It's going to come up and test these old highs. So those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the IKAN chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpenny.com website, view the full disclaimer disclosure. I do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks, registered investment advisor, licensed broker dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.